On a balmy summer night in the Rocky Mountains, the show comes to you from Coors Field in downtown Denver. We get the homestand underway with the first of two between the New York Yankees and the Colorado Rockies. It'll be fun watching these two swing it all series long. First pitch is next. John Gray gets the start for Colorado in this one. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Yeah, Matty, in his last start, he gave his ball club 6 complete innings, but didn't stay around for a decision. He'll look to get a W here in this one.
Into the box now is the leadoff man, Jacoby Ellsbury, and we are ready for baseball from Coors Field.
Center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury.
And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. EK, as we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight, it was another loss last time out, and this portion of the schedule has not done them any favors as they've dropped 5 of their last 7.
And I think it's just going to be a matter of putting yesterday behind you. It wasn't their finest performance of the year, that's for sure, but they're capable of playing much better ball, and I think we'll see a sharper focus here in this one.
Throw on to first, and Ellsbury's a ground out victim to open up the ball game. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Well, Matty, I'm a big fan of what Brian McCann has done for this team lately. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. He knows how to stay within himself and come through in the clutch.
Brett Gardner comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Temperature starting to drop as the sun goes down. 56 degrees here at first pitch. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. To first, and he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first. Now that we have a chance, let's bring in a look at how the Rockies will line up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, DJ LeMahieu, he grew up as a shortstop, but he's turned himself into one of the best defensive second basemen in the game. If you need proof, just watch the constant highlight reel plays and rock-solid fundamentals. He's got a gold glove from 2014. And that should tell you everything you need to know.
First delivery to him on the way. Brian McCann is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball. 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Well, Kingsley's a pretty fair umpire. Sometimes a pitcher will get a call in the corners, but he rarely has people barking at him about a strike zone.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Bounce towards the second baseman. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. And now the Rockies will go on offense for the first time. No score. Brett Anderson, a Texas-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, his batting average against this year is under 250. He's really had his way with the offense.
DJ LeMahieu comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
In there, no balls and a strike. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, EK, well, they've been playing some pretty good baseball, 5-2 over their last 7.
And the thing about baseball is that each new day brings a new opportunity. So we'll see if these guys are up to the task here.
Grounded to short. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. With that, here's a look at the Rockies lineup card for this one. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, I'm looking for a big performance out of Nolan Arenado. He enters the day among the leaders in the AL and runs batted in, and he's just a huge part of this lineup. Seems like when he goes, they go. We'll see if that's the case again in this one.
Into the windup and the pitch. And there's a strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1.
That first pitch is going to be key all night long. If he gets ahead early with the fastball, that's when he can get tough to figure out, especially with the arsenal that he has.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And a 2-1 slider is looked at for a called strike 2.
Maybe you worry about this guy getting a little too slider happy. That's 3 in a row now, so you're giving that guy at the plate a pretty good look at it.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Nolan Arenado is on deck. Line drive to center field. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
7 straight games with a base hit now, and that's a solid week or so of swinging the bat with some authority.
Nolan Arenado takes his first shot now with a man at first following the 1-out single.
Well, this is kind of the way you draw it up. Have at least 1 guy on base for the middle of your order. We'll see if they can drive him in and get that early run.
Lays off 1-0. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, Matt, the pitcher may have thought the runner might be on the move right there, so he slide steps to hang on to him.
And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time.
A high fastball that time in the strike zone and on the outside corner. But that is a dangerous spot to be pitching if you're only throwing in the low 90s.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Well, there you go. 14 straight games now, and he hasn't gone hitless in a game in over 2 weeks. Do the math.
Carlos Gonzalez will get his first opportunity here, currently leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
He's had just an excellent season so far, and maybe he can go on a little home run binge here and get him into that #1 spot in home runs.
From the stretch. In there for strike 1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1.
And that's the spot that he's just going to have to keep wearing out going forward. If he can keep running that pitch in on the guy's hands, he's going to be fine.
Right side, hit hard. Gloved by Castro. Only play's going to be at first, so that'll go as an RBI that brings home the opening marker of the ballgame.
Just a simple ground ball right here, but that's going to do the trick. And that puts our first run on the board here on the RBI ground out.
Ben Paulson will come forward now and in an early RBI spot. And he's the right guy to have up there as he currently sits in 5th place in the National League runs batted in category.
Well, and I think that's what you're going to hope for from those corner infielders. Typically, those are your big boys that you want to drive the ball all over the yard and bring those Ducks home.
And that misses for ball 1.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
To 2-0 now as he hits with a runner at 3rd and 2 away.
And you go back to the call on that very first pitch, how important that was. Now instead of a 1-1 count, you're at 2-0 with a really dangerous hitter up there.
Here it comes, 2-0. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Ellsbury is under it. And that retires the side. Rockies forced to settle for 1. Second inning upcoming here in Denver. It's the Rockies 1 and the Yankees nothing. Greg Bird will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Well, he hasn't played very well all season, and if you look at his last 10 games, he's only had 4 hits in those 10, so what's he doing to help?
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Hit out towards second. Gloved by LeMahieu. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting 5th, second baseman.
And with that, there you get a look at what's happening in the race in the National League West. Starlin Castro will stand in, and as you can see the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Got him fishing that time. 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Hit back up the middle. Spin throw. The spin throw gets him at first. Nicely done for the second out.
Now, these infielders have been busy early on, and that's another ground ball out for him. Probably not going to be the last one we see either.
Eduardo Escobar will get his first shot at it here, and he's got to be hoping to turn things around because you see the numbers over the last 5 games. Not much going on there at all. First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. He pulls this one into right, and that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. Around first is Escobar on his way to second. And he is in the scoring position at second with their first hit, a 2-out double.
Well, this guy's been in desperate need of anything, something. Give him something positive. So this is just what the doctor ordered. It's a mistaken location, no doubt about that. And when a guy's scuffling, this is like a gift from heaven as he jumps all over it and drives it for 2 bases.
Here's Chase Headley as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 8 home runs and 25 driven in. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Yeah, he's got an open base here, and looks like he's going to use it.
Three and 0 now.
Yeah, it looked like he was well on his way to a quick inning, but now a hit and a 3-0 count have turned the tables on that idea.
2 out here and a runner at second. That one's in there. 3-1.
Still a base open here, so you don't have to come in with one if you don't want to.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. LeMahieu's got it, and nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Brandon Geyer will stand in for the first time now, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark to begin play.
And that is huge for him, too. This is a contract year for him, so he'd love to take those great numbers straight to the negotiating table.
Ball 1. High and deep to right center field. Ellsbury going back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And he will make it to second base as it begins the home second with a double.
Hey, guys, if you want to make sure your hitting coach keeps his job for another season, you got to have a few more at-bats like this. I mean, this is exactly what they're preaching to you every day down there in the batting cage. Stay inside the ball. Stay behind the ball. Here, he just lets this one travel deep. He gets his arms through, lets the barrel drag a little bit, and then just inside outs this thing right off the right center field wall. Boy, that's strong.
Here comes the first pitch. Right there for strike 1. Now a line drive that's going to be caught out there at short. And that'll be the first out of the inning. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at the Yankees defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, guys, we get to watch one of the best fielding teams in the league. They can go out and get the ball as well as anybody in all of baseball. Makes pitching a lot easier.
Stepping in, Tom Murphy, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Skied into straightaway right. Escobar is after it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And he's safe.
Yeah, this will get the runner up to third with 2 away, but it looked like it might have had a chance to get down initially. Good job to run it down out there in the alley.
John Gray gets a chance to swing away, and he'll have a chance to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone.
Well, you know, some pitchers flat out just don't like to go up there and swing it, and I get it. Most of them can't hit at all. But, hey, this is an opportunity right here to help your own cause.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Didi Gregorius steps in hoping to get things going at the plate. You can see it's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games.
Gregorius.
First offering on its way. Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball one. And this is hit hard up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Yeah, an ideal setup here with the pitcher on deck. He comes through with a solid single to start things out, and now you give your pitcher a chance to bunt you over and make a productive out.
The pitcher, Brett Anderson, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
First pitch of the at-bat. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball one.
And you know, I've always thought if you're pretty sure a guy might be trying to bunt, then put that first pitch out of the strike zone. Make him show you his intentions. Maybe you get him to offer it something that he shouldn't.
And now the bunt attempt by Anderson, and it looks like a good one. And they'll just tag him out along the first base line.
Well, this is a nice job here of giving himself up. You see him square and put this ball down over toward the right side of the infield, and that's just where you want it to be. They do put the tag on him, but hey, he gets the job done.
So stepping in, Jacoby Ellsbury, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1.
Well, he's been in a tough stretch offensively, and this sure ain't gonna help.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. And this is cut on and missed by Ellsbury as he becomes out number 2.
And that changeup's not really a pitch you can sit on with 2 strikes. Because if he gives you that fastball, you'll be an hour late on it. That's a great job of not showing that pitch until he was ready to punch him out.
Here's Brett Gardner now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Oh and 1, here it comes. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. A little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. Geyer is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More ahead from Denver right after this. DJ LeMahieu will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. And that's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Hard hit ball to second. And the throw by Castro takes care of him for the first out.
And it's worth pointing out here with the trade deadline approaching, it's getting to be nervous time for some of these guys. You never know what can happen this time of year.
Charlie Blackmon strides in after getting a base hit and later scoring the first time around. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here. 0-1. One out, nobody on. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Well, now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. This is flared out towards second. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2.
And I just think this is one of those swings where you just get committed a little bit too early. By the time he realized this thing was going to break out of the strike zone, it was just a little too late to hold back.
Stepping up to the plate, Nolan Arenado. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
And that misses low and away. Ball 1. Two out, nobody on. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. Chopped foul right at home plate. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Line to the right side, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
Oh, and it makes such a difference when that pitch is up a little bit. It's not a bad pitch, really. It's on the outside corner. But that slider, so much easier to handle when it's belt high or higher, and he's able to just hit it hard the other way.
Carlos Gonzalez will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
And that 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
But now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet, not by a long shot.
Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
And now with the 0-2 count, he's got probably 5 different pitches he can throw here. So as a hitter, what are you going to do?
In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. I mean, that couldn't have been an easy take.
Now a hard liner toward short. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
Well, you talk about being comfortable at the plate. That's the way he's feeling it right now. 9 straight games with that base hit now.
Ben Paulson stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the 3rd.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Seems like he's gotten away with more than a few location mistakes so far.
Yeah, and that's not going to last forever, especially in this place.
2 men are on with 2 men out. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 2 left for Colorado, but they're up 1-0. Brian McCann is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Geyer on the move. 1 out.
And you know, he's kind of going through a stretch right now where the ball just isn't jumping off his bat. He's got a good pitch to hit right here. Looked like he put a good swing on it, but it just didn't go anywhere.
Greg Bird stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
Here it comes on 0-2. And a check swing here. They'll point down to the third base umpire, but no swing on that one. It's ball 1. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Now here it comes. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now. There's Starlin Castro. He'll follow next. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. A solo shot down the line in right. 12 home runs for him now thus far. And the Yankees have drawn even now at 1 apiece.
Boy, I want you to check out the location of where this pitch is in the strike zone. It's up and it's right down the middle. I mean, maybe you get away with that to a 220 hitting backup catcher, but Not to a guy like this.
The batter, number 14, second baseman.
Here's Starlin Castro.
Castro.
As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Blackman is under it. And he makes the catch for the second out.
And this is all about taking charge out there. That's the center fielder's ball if he can get there. So he calls everybody off and he makes the play easily.
Into the box now, Eduardo Escobar, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And you know, guys, he's not quite as successful when he's batting left-handed in general. He tends to have more success from the other side.
Chop foul right at home plate at strike one. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Hit hard up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Yeah, really not a bad pitch when you look at it. This is at the knees with some movement. He just uses the center of the diamond and checks in here with a base hit.
Here's Chase Headley as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one.
Anytime you can throw a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters you've faced or better than that, then you should get pretty good results. And we're in the middle innings in this game, so that's pretty good.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. And he falls behind 0-2. Here it comes, 0-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. But the Yankees are able to tie things up on the solo home run. Bottom of the fourth coming up. All even now at 1-1. Brandon Geyer is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Left fielder, number 6.
And he gets ahead 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Way outside, nearly to the backstop, 2-1.
And after that double in his first at-bat, you can tell they're approaching him with a bit more caution here. Well, they should.
Into the windup, here's the 2-1 pitch. Now a ball hit to center field and deep. Back goes the center fielder way back, and that ball is gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center. 6th home run on the season for him, and the Rockies have now taken a 2-1 lead.
this is just a fastball right here, but I'm pretty sure it's not where he wanted it. This has got some elevation to it, and that's one of those where you know it's going to be a home run as soon as you let go of it.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes.
Jose Reyes.
Swing and a line drive. Foul. Base is empty here with nobody out.
Nope,
1-1.
Ooh, you might have felt the squeeze on that one. That might just change the whole complexion of the at-bat.
And no complaint about that one. That's a strike, and it's 1-2. Tried to shoot the corner, and he missed it. 2-2.
Yeah, and he's got to be careful not to give up yet another home run here in this inning. So you can see they're approaching with caution here.
Fly ball out toward left center field. After it is Ellsbury. Makes the play, 1 away.
Well, this is why you have your speediest outfielder in center field. He doesn't have to be your best outfielder, but he's got to be able to track some things down, and this is why they've got him out there right now. What a brilliant play.
Into the box now, Tom Murphy. As he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Line toward the alley in left center. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
And you know, as a hitter, you're seeing the ball so well when you can take a pitch like that and square it up and just hammer it right back up the middle.
Into the box, John Gray. Liner towards second, but this is hauled in by the second baseman.
Oh, man, he's got to be thinking, that might be the hardest ball I hit all year. Why does it have to be right at somebody? Hey, nobody said this game was fair.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
The center fielder, number 19.
And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Charlie Blackmon will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. 2 runs, 8 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
Hit hard back up the middle. That's in there. Base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Now a good throw in will hold that second runner at third base, so they're at the corners now with 2 away.
Just a line drive right back where it came from. He was all over that one, and that'll get that runner in for third base.
Nolan Arenado steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far.
Well, this could be a huge inning or maybe the end of the inning. This is a pivotal at-bat in one of the turning points of this ballgame right here.
And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Looking to minimize the damage here. Hit on the ground toward the left. He'll send it on to Castro at second, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Rockies 3 and the Yankees 1. Leading off the inning, Didi Gregorius. And they'll need him to get something going here.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Well, it looked like he was trying to bounce that pitch on the 2-2 count, just get him to chase, but that was a good job to lay off that pitch and push the count full.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And a pitch down that swung on and sent to second base. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
And that's what the 2-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
Striding in, Brett Anderson. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance.
Yeah, a well-executed bunt his last at-bat, but obviously this time he's swinging away.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Hit on the ground to short. Reyes is there. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The batter, center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in Jacoby Ellsbury. First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball 1.
If there's one thing base stealers don't like, it's when you throw at their legs. Now, that's their meal ticket you're messing with.
The 1-0 delivery. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
And he'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
Full count now, 3-2.
Well, this is turning into a real dogfight now.
frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Carlos Gonzalez comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Now Anderson right back after it here as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man. 0-1. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2. One-two pitch is a slider that misses. 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our two starters. Both guys pretty close, top speeds of 95 and 94. Ben Paulson will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. First pitch on its way. Hit toward the right side, but this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out.
Not an easy play out there. You hear that phrase, make sure your first step is back, but he might have got fooled there just a little bit, because this is a big swing but just a little looper. He manages to charge straight in and make the play.
Standing in now, Brandon Geyer. That's a swing and lift, a foul ball off to the left and out of play. Hard liner toward short, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
And now another base runner for him to contend with now. And as we bring up his line, you can see that's an even 10 hits against him so far. And you have to wonder how much longer they're going to let him stay out there.
Jose Reyes will dig in now. He's lined out and flied out in 2 trips.
Been hitting the ball pretty well, though, despite the offer so far.
On the ground up the middle. A spin and a throw, and they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Well, that's the kind of year it's been for this guy so far. Even when he gets fooled, he still finds a way to get an infield single out of it.
Tom Murphy digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Ready with the 1-0. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
He's in a situation now where he does not want this game to get away from him. 2 guys on already. Now he's not in the strike zone to this hitter. He's got to reel it back in if you're flirting with a little bit of danger now with another ball.
On his way to pitch number 75. That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. 3 runs, 11 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. On the ground to third. Headley's got it, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. 2 left for Colorado, and it's still 3-1. Brett Gardner will stand in to lead things off, as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, and between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
Now a right-hander has started to get loose in the Colorado bullpen. Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Strike 2.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made 1 bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Brian McCann will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Too low, 1-0.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Swing and a ball hit on the ground. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, first baseman, Greg Bird.
Greg Bird leans in, looking to replicate his last at-bat when he launched a solo home run.
Yeah, and he hit a changeup, so we'll see if he sees that pitch again. He didn't really crush it, but he got enough of it to get it out of here.
0-1.
Fastball in there for a called strike. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Right back, same pitch, also knee high. He wasn't buying that one either. He's going to have to do something now. He's down 2 strikes.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They still trail it here 3-1. Vinny Pistano will come on now as he'll be appearing in his 45th game this year.
Vinny Pistano.
John Gray indeed will bat for himself here with his guys up by 2 here in inning number 6. And it looks like the Yankees will have a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Hit in the air to right field. Escobar on the move, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
If you're going to go the other way with a pitch, you've got to be committed to it. You can't just have a lazy swing and pop the ball out to right field. That's not going to do you any good.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So a ringing single here to center field makes it 2 hits for him on the night. And as we present the Rockies leaderboard, you can see he currently paces the ball club in that department.
Yeah, this is nothing new, Matty. Another hit for him. And he's really the guy they depend on to keep the line moving. He's been their most consistent hitter so far.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Charlie Blackmon is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
The 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him trying to get a punch out.
Pulled toward right center field. Escobar is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
Whoa, and as a pitcher, you hold your breath anytime a ball's hitting the air at this place. But luckily, he got under this ball a little bit too much, and that runner has to retreat back to first base.
Nolan Arenado ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Hit hard towards second. Oh, and he misses it. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. We'll see the exciting young shortstop Starlin Castro lead things off when we return. 7th inning coming up. Colorado's out in front, 3-1. Welcome back to Coors Field here in Denver. Rockies out on top in this one as we head to the 7th. But before we get started, let's get a look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. And there is the aforementioned Mr. Castro. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
And here's where you don't need to be an RBI guy. You don't need to be a home run guy. You have to be a leadoff guy. Just get on base somehow to give that tying run on deck a shot.
Swing and a liner. Foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. A little bouncer. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Well, you knew coming in that he probably wasn't going to give up 6 runs again like he did in his last outing. But with just the 1 run allowed so far, I think he's probably exceeding just about everyone's expectations, including his own.
Digging in to try it again, Eduardo Escobar. He singled his last time up. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Well, this guy has done a pretty good job of being effectively wild. He's only thrown first pitch strikes to about 60% of the batters he's faced, but look at where he's sitting right now. Excellent.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Oh, good spot on the black for strike 2.
Boy, it's the 7th inning. It looks like he's just jumped into the ball game. A strikeout to start things, and now an 0-2 count.
And he struck him out.
And you know, he really doesn't have to throw that changeup all that much for it to be an effective pitch. And you can see what his breakdown is so far.
Chase Headley stands in, looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And the pitch. And that's in there for strike 1.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He most certainly does. 10 straight he's retired now as that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Bombers. Score holds. It's 3-1. And Joe Girardi's going to get up off the dugout bench and confer at home plate, so we'll likely see a double switch here. Chasen Shreve will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Sixth spot, number 45, Chasen
Carlos Gonzalez stands in, was locked up on strike 3 in his last trip.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
First pitch of the inning misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. A barehanded pickup. It's there. He got him.
Oh, love it.
First baseman, number 10, Ben Paulson.
Ben Paulson will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. 1 out, nobody on. Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2.
And here this is one more time on show track. You can see it. He checked his swing there, and I think he did so in time, but you can clearly see that that pitch is in the strike zone, and I think ultimately that was a called third strike.
In now, Brandon Geyer, as he'll go after the first pitch and send a ground ball down to third. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado, as the lead remains 3-1. Leading off the inning, Didi Gregorius, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
Now here's the pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
To third. Gloved by Arenado. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ballgame. Aaron Hicks will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. The pitch. Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. Arenado scoops it up. Throw is up the line as it gets away. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word.
You wonder if this is a ball that he probably should have just held on to. Instead, he tries to force it to first, and I think they're going to score this as a single and an error.
Jacoby Ellsbury will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
And in this spot, you got to pitch for the strikeout here. And this is a guy that's gone down twice so far, so you do have that in your favor.
Hard hit to first. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. So a big moment here, and standing in, Brett Gardner. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
Now a bluff here as he steps off to look him back at first. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Now here comes the Rockies skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the 2 runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score.
Now pitching for the Rockies.
New pitcher about ready to take over now. It's the side-arming right-hander Scott Feldman. Now a quick move here to step off and look the runner back. Feldman pauses. First pitch on the way. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
The Yanks just need that one big hit they've been lacking so far.
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
And now, with runners at the corners and 2 strikes, this is a spot where you've got to make something positive come out of this on the mound.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
I tell you, that was not an easy take.
It sure wasn't, especially when you've got to protect on an 0-2 count.
Ground ball right side. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right. And now he throws on the brakes, but he can't get back to first, and he's nailed for the second out. Big mistake there. Brian McCann will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Trying to hold the lead. Now a swing and a ball grounded to second. LeMahieu's got it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. A run on 2 hits for the Yankees. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Rockies are out in front 3-2. Jose Reyes gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Missed low and inside with it. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And that misses. 2-1. Lined hard toward right center. A dive, but it's off his glove.
Now batting, catcher Tom Murphy.
Tom Murphy stands in. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Here's Hicks to put it away, and that's out number 1.
And right here, you've got the right fielder shading just a bit towards the alley. And I thought he'd have too far to go to get this ball, but he does close quickly out there, and he makes the play near the line.
Gregor Blanco will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and one gone in the inning.
Blanco.
And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
He's had a high strike zone all night, so even if you're on the bench, you got to be aware of that.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And they may have found a location that they like right here. Two different pitches, both taken on the inside corner, and now they can go just about anywhere they want.
Here's the 0-2. Low with a fastball here. In the dirt even. It's ball one.
Maybe a good opportunity here to show him a changeup, give him a different look.
This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. And that'll slice just foul at the last moment. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Yeah, an interesting setup now on 2-2. Here's where you really need to pay attention to that guy at first.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with one out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
Now we'll step off and fire to the bag. Runner's back.
Keeping him close.
7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he lays off. Ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
Now batting, second baseman, DJ.
Settling in now, DJ LeMahieu. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Here's a swing and a shot back up the middle. And that's in there. Base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third. So they're loaded now with only one away.
Center fielder number 19, Charlie Blackmon.
So with a lefty waiting, they'll go to a lefty of their own out of the bullpen here.
Number 48, Andrew Miller.
Charlie Blackmon will be the first to meet him here, and he'll do so in an enviable situation indeed. Bases loaded and only one out now.
Well, you know he's feeling good at the plate, so he's already got 2 hits in this game, looking for another one.
First pitch fastball in on the fists for ball 1. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Very high, 2-1.
Deep breath time now on the mound. You've got to compose yourself, and that strike zone's looking about the size of a tin can.
Hit to third. Oh, and Chase had some trouble with it. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
The batter, number
And
20.
here's a situation where he's probably keeping at least one eye on that runner at third base to see if he's breaking or not. But once he bobbles this thing, it's all academic from there.
Nolan Arenado will dig in here with the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
He's been tough to deal with this year. He's second on the team in RBIs, so this is a golden opportunity.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball one.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Gregorius has it. Here's Castro for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Couple of hits lead to one in the inning for Colorado. We've played 8 full. It's the Rockies 4 and the Yankees 2. Jake McGee is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 51, Jake McGee.
Striding in to start the ninth, Greg Bird, and they'll need him to get something going here.
33, Greg Bird.
And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1.
Well, that extra run they scored in the bottom of the 8th, huge, absolutely huge. You've got a home run hitter here at the plate, but a solo shot won't do it anymore.
McGee's ready. Here's the 0-1. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
And he's always so tough on left-handed hitters. That slider is just so difficult to pick up.
Ready with the 0-2. And a good hard slider as this one swung on and missed for the first out here in the ninth.
Here's just a classic sequence here as we check it out again on Showtrack. A couple of good pitches here to get him ahead 0-2. And then knowing that a hitter's got to protect the outer half when you're down in the count, they turn to the slider that starts in the zone, then breaks out of the zone, and he just can't hold up.
Here's Starlin Castro as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Bounce to first. And he'll take this on to first, and they're down to their final out, 2 away.
And in a 2-game series, it's always nice to take game 1 because that ensures yourselves of no worse than a split, and they're just an out away from making that happen.
Gary Sanchez will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 72, Gary Sanchez.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
And you got to think that guy right there is hoping he's going to get one final opportunity. They'll need a 2-out base runner for him to get any shot.
Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
And he swings and misses. A good pitch there, and the Yankees are down to their final strike now.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
Yankees, good night.
Yeah, and with that, you already guarantee yourself no worse than a split in this quick 2-game series as they take the victory here in the opener.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. Well, runs at something of a premium here in this matchup, so it doesn't make it quite as hard to find our top player of the game.
Well, he winds up with 3/4 of the cycle. Couldn't quite squeeze in the triple, but that's all right. He definitely did enough to earn himself the hardware.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Rockies come out on top 4-2. Good night from Denver.